Potential sounds inspiring until you realize it comes with responsibility. But let me tell you, there is potential inside of you, and maybe you already know that. Maybe you're too scared to act on it because it's too much. But no, we must. We must see that. That's my theater side comes out so quick in the videos, and I can't even get through the first, sentence. Hello, everyone. My name is Branson. I'm an actor. You probably knew that. Singer, songwriter, dancer, influencer, everything else in between. And I wanted to make a video. It was a throwaway here for me. I wanted to make a video talking about potential, and having it and talking about it, because it really creates responsibility once you notice it and once it's inside of you and you recognize that, because now it's time to use it. So the reason I wanted to talk about this video is that over this last past year, I graduated university. Yay! And now it is time for me to start my entertainment career, my entertainment journey, the beginning of the arc. And you guys are seeing that part right here. And it has been definitely a roller coaster, but I've done some things within the past year and actively still auditioning and doing more things. We're here taking classes and all that stuff. But there are a lot of parts about pursuing something and having, knowing that there's potential inside of yourself, but actually holding yourself accountable. Because I'm pretty sure that most of us know that there's something that we want to do or want to pursue, but we haven't maybe fully gave it our all, or we haven't really started, going into it. But as someone who's actively starting that journey, I just wanted to maybe talk and give us some advice to some of the people who are maybe just a step behind, because we're all on this journey together and you never know what might happen next, but we can actively put those systems in place so that we can predict what's going to happen after this part. Okay. So anyways, basically, the first thing I want to talk about is that the uncomfortable feeling of being responsible for your future. Okay. And this is more so to the people who maybe, I don't know who's watching, but let's say you're in high school or in college or adulthood, early adulthood. And now me actually leaving university, it's the first time I'm not fully just in education school anymore, since I was 5 years old. And that's crazy. And it's a sense of you have this autonomy over your life, and it's weird. It's amazing, but also weird, but also it can be very overwhelming sometimes, because you're wait, so you're telling me I could just up and book a flight to Dubai right now if I wanted to? What the money looking like? But if it's there, I could just do that? Oh wow, that's scary. And it's so many things, it's so many ways that you could just plan out how you want to use your autonomy. And I think that once you have something in you and you're I truly want to do this, I want to pursue this, I want to go for this, and actively trying to stay disciplined with that course, it's very difficult. That's something that you could say about that. Because when what was it? Oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. You're watching real time, guys, because there's no editing. This is real time thinking. But what was that? The uncomfortable part of being responsible for your... Right. I'm finding it. I say, please, somebody know the niche references that I say. I'm finding it. I actually don't remember, but that's not the point. The point is we're going to continue. So the next part is wanting success, but knowing that, you have to realize that success also requires a little bit of sacrifice. And that's what I'm learning. And by sacrifice, I don't mean the major sacrifice points, or just the major points of I have to sell everything I own, or I have to do this. No, I'm talking about sacrificing your peace and wanting to take a nap when you really should be putting that energy towards that goal that you got to do, or sacrificing, maybe going on this shopping spree, instead of going on that shopping spree, investing that into your business. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, there is some sacrifice that's going in this, because what I'm learning is that I'm having to actively stop doing the things that give me instant dopamine, instant gratification, whether that be, oh, I just want to go buy this object. Instead of doing that, buying buying these headshots, or putting this money towards my acting class, or towards whatever. Or just like, I want to just go lay down and have a cute nappy nap, or some just Netflix time and watch a good show, versus no, I need to actively, work on this scene that I got, or work on this audition material that I have to submit within the next 2 days. And that's what I mean by sacrifice. I don't mean the major things. I mean the things where it's like, but I could be so comfortable and so easy and so chill right now, but now I'm having to put my energy towards, the thing that you actually want to do, but it actually requires work, and it actually requires your time and your effort, because the things that are the hardest, the things that people usually want the most in life, like as far as careers, passions, pursuits, and things like that, it doesn't come easy, because it's so a lot of people will look at people at the top or in their career fields and just say, oh my gosh, like, I want to do that. I wish I could have all this money. I wish I could do all this. I wish I could have this. But that required a lot of sacrifice for those people to do, and really just actively choose that they want to do that. I just saw the Michael Jackson movie, and yeah, like, he wanted to be, the biggest star in the world, and definitely and it required a lot of sacrifice. I mean, not having like just normal experiences, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just things that that you want come with sacrifice, and that's the reality. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It has to be a thing of, you know what, I truly want this, and it's for me. It's for me. Okay, I want this in life. Yeah, sometimes when I'm really not down, but when I'm just like, I don't feel like doing this, like, I'm just in my lazy effort, I'm in my lazy mode right now. I'm like, wait, do it for younger Branson. Yeah. Ooh, is my hair sparkling? Do y'all see that? Is that shiny? Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm hallucinating, but I swear I see a shimmer. But I'm like, do it for younger Branson. Younger Branson wanted this for us. Okay, he wanted this, so do it for him. And I'm like, let's do it. So, anyways, the next thing is, knowing your future depends on your daily habits, and that is, whew, the daily habits, because having to redo something every single day, but still finding the fun, finding the emotions in it, is a very daunting task sometimes, because they always say, like, it's better to do something for like 30 minutes every single day versus cramming like a 4 or 5 hour session in one day, because you're not consistently putting in that effort. Because if you're doing something just one day out of the week for a long time, but then slowly throughout the week you just lose that same momentum, and then you have to go back to that same point, work your way back up that next time, the next week, to work back to the same point where, if you were just doing daily consistent habits, you could have been building that block. And that's the thing, we have to build that block, because we want to just automate everything and put it here, there, and do that day, and then not do anything, and then wait. But it's the daily habits, and I can tell you that the daily habits will start to work and pay off in your favor, because you can't just go to the gym like once a week and then be like, why is nothing growing? Because then well, I didn't go yesterday or the day before, but I did go for like 4 hours. No, it doesn't work like that. And just finding those ways that you can implement whatever it is that you're trying to get better at in your daily habits. And just, I know there's this thing called habit stacking. I think it was in the Atomic Habits book. But I don't want to say the author's name wrong, so I'm not gonna say. But it was, if you look up the book Atomic Habits, it's like a famous book, so you'll see. But habit stacking, like, if you're trying to get better at, what is it? You want to get better at your vocabulary. You can put a vocabulary YouTube video up with advanced vocabulary while you're brushing your teeth, because you have to brush your teeth every morning. I hope so, and at night too. And you just put that up while you're brushing your teeth, and that's habit stacking, because you have this habit of brushing your teeth, and now you have the habit of the vocabulary, getting your words better while you're brushing. Oh my god, wait, I saw this thing where they were like, how does somebody brush their teeth? And if it's like this, okay, like, that's like the like normal, not normal way, but versus like, what is it? Like, somebody does this, like, anyways, that's a whole different thing. Most people will not know what I'm talking about, and that is okay. I realize my brain just says a lot of things that it just blurts out. Anyways, the next thing is, like, realizing that your life could go in two totally different directions And let me tell you why. So last year when I was like about to graduate university, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is the time where I'm actually gonna have to like put my all into like my acting and like really pursue, because it's no school saying, oh yeah, I'm like doing classes right now, so that's why I'm haven't been like, you know, doing this or whatever. Now it's like, oh no, like you have to actively be doing this. I literally like went online and looked up free software engineering courses, and I was like online like learning how to code and stuff like that. And then I even got me like an app subscription, like learning how to code, because I was like, you know what, I should just be a software engineer. All I was like, what jobs make money? What jobs could be online? Then it took me a while to snap out of it, but I was like, wait, you don't want to be a software engineer. You're looking for a way out of doing what it is that you actually want to do, Branson. Stop it, because you could be putting all that effort that you're putting into learning how to code, learning how to do all of this into your acting career. And then once I did that, that's when I like got my headshots and then started putting my clips on the acting sites and applications. And then, you know, essentially that led to me doing some jobs. So yeah, just don't run, guys. Don't run from what it is that you're trying to do, because you may get sidetracked and say, hey, I want to do this actually. No, you want to go towards the sun. You know, they usually say don't look at the sun, but here in this goal world, we're going towards it, towards the sun. Anyways, but yeah, I hope you guys got a little bit out of this video. I just want to make some words of encouragement, speak some words of encouragement for you guys today. Thank you for watching this video. I know that if you stayed right now, you are truly a trooper, because the amount of people that clicked off and just are not hearing me ramble, it's a lot, because I just talk and I talk and I talk. But if you like me, thank you for saying. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love y'all so much, and bye.